When I started the school for the blind, Rakumjee school for the blind, I never had a telephone or a mobile. And whenever I hear the children screaming, Guruji, for a second I get the shock of my life, because I know if there is trouble, there is a scream. And I run back. I see my cat was bitten by the dogs, and right in front I ran. The cat is in the mouth of the dog. Dog is shaking. I wanted to almost tear the dog into pieces. He left the cat. We tried to save it. We couldn't save it. Another one time, said, Guruji, they said, oh my God, heart stops. Every time when I hear that noise, my heart stops for it. I know there is a trouble. What? Ishwar fell down from the steps. How? Shock. I ran to the second floor. That time the boys were staying in the second floor, girls in the first floor, and the ground floor was our admin and other things. I rushed up. Ishwar. Again one time when I went, Sanjay, they called. They used to call Sanjay at that time. Not Guruji, that. I went. There was a place when more children came. We, instead of everybody sleeping in the ground floor, we divided the building into ground floor and second floor. Second floor the boys, and the ground floor the girls. And the boys come from the side wall, and they had to pass through a well. So we stopped the well, and we put a covering on the top of the well. And Ajit and Ishwar was walking, and Ishwar was a little fat boy. He put his leg inside on the top of the platform, and the platform gave way. Ishwar went inside the well. My God, I ran, I looked, Ishwar is inside. First thing I was thinking is, jump and save him. But I knew if I jump, I will also go down, because only baby children around him. I ran to the road, asked my children to run to the road and said, fire, fire. If I tell, save, nobody will come to save. So the tactic we used, fire, fire. And then called all the fire engine in the nearest police station. Another one time when I was sitting, it's called me, Sanjay. I can't go anywhere. Once in a while, I like to go and see one movie. Inside the movie theater, then I started getting the mobile. They used to call me. I had to leave halfway through the film and come running. And Mani Lakshmi fell. She was on the, she was cleaning the balcony on the sajja top, something. From there she fell down, broke that. I have to lift her from the second floor, run down, and then carry her all the way to the Chinmaya Mission Hospital. Troubles. And every time when the gave way, we made sure strongly held it. When the children fell from the third tire, we made sure the tires 3 should be stopped, and we level 2 tire. But then we have to keep an extra bed to take the shock absorber, to take the effect of that. Troubles, if you fear troubles, I couldn't have stayed till now. Facing the trouble head-on is your strength. Fyodor Mikhailovich Dostoyevsky, born on 11th November 1821 in November, died on 9th February 1881 in Russia. Sometimes transliterated as Dostoyevsky, was a Russian novelist, short story writer, essayist, and journalist. Dostoyevsky's literary works explore human psychology, the troubled political, social, and spiritual atmosphere of the 19th century Russia, and engage with a variety of philosophical and religious themes. Fyodor Dostoyevsky said, man only likes to count his troubles. He doesn't calculate his happiness. When I came to this place, in this ashram in Devanahalli, I found out the waste materials, the cow dung, any waste for that materials, yes, is very, very, very precious. It's like a gold. Sometimes my farmers around us, they'll go and put cow dung, and another farmer will bring the chicken waste, and it stinks the whole area. It stinks, but they like to put it up. Then I have to go and tell it is stinking. Then they'll cover it up with the mud. But the chicken waste, which stinks, brings the best ragi. It's very healthy. The trouble is like the cobrel, it's like the manure. If you can overcome, if you can face it, it bears beautiful trees. Many people plant trees, but they never see the fruits. To see the fruits, we have to swim along with the trouble. First of all, there is no trouble. Try to understand. Trouble came because we were not conscious. Our homework was bad. The trouble basically came because we were not having a family. If we had a family which has got a joint family and the family tree is old, 800 years old, 1000 years old. From that time, they're telling, the house should be in this way of construction. The wall should be this way. What kind of crop we can grow? This is... So there is less of trouble. Nowadays, people find a lot of trouble. They go to the psychologists and psychiatrists. Hence, why? Because the family is disconnected. When family have to be disconnected, they should disconnect the family. Otherwise, how will they make money? How will the hospitals make money? How will pharmaceuticals company run their shows? How will they drag people to see the film shows? Those days, once in a year, once in 5 years, a drama has been made, a story is made, it continues. Now, every 5 seconds, a fashion changes in Paris. That means people are disturbed, they are troubled, they don't find happiness. Happiness comes from being very close to your loved ones. And when you calculate that happiness, you know the tree which you have planted as bearing fruits. For that tree, the tree, whether it is your wife or your children or your relatives, it will come only cobre, that manure which is coming bad from as a stink is not the stink, because the dirt is, they are trying to scrub the dirt out of you and them. And then one day you can find what a beautiful tree it is, so much beautiful flowers and fruits, yes, and you can sit under the tree as a shade during the hot sun, and also you can see variety of birds chirping. What a beautiful. But those troubles are not troubles. If you take it as a trouble, then you will not find answers for your questions. You will not find health from your diseases. So try to love. Love can move mountains. Fyodor Dostoyevsky said, man only likes to count his troubles. He doesn't calculate his happiness. Calculate, then you will know happiness is more. Or there is no happiness as such, or there is no troubles as such. You will just find a beautiful orgasmic experience. That experience, we cannot say it came from troubled times or it is happiness. It is just happiness.